Amber Rose, Amber Rose. Any conservative or MAGA that is attacking Amber Rose should be ashamed of themselves. I don't care what her past is. It's not for you to judge. You are the problem with the party with your holier than thou attitude. You need to go read the Bible. Oh my God, Amber, are we regretting our face tattoo yet? This is so ugly. But she is wearing a turtleneck. So, gotta hand it to her for that.
The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president.
True. There's Amber Rose. She's got a great rack. I touched it earlier this evening. I can't do Trump. They were great boobs on both sides.
We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates.
These kinds of voices, I heard some grousing about this from some of the
grousing.
This is how you change the composition of the electorate.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because at this point, most people who have been fans of Trump have been locked in and supporting him for years. And I think Amber is going to be somebody who would reach somebody kind of like politically apathetic at this point. I don't understand at this point how in 2024 you still be like, I don't know about this Trump guy. But I guess these people do exist, right? They're not like terminally online. They're busy with their jobs and families and such, and maybe they are still on the fence. So I think why not let her speak? I don't think it takes away from anything. She left the left famously, and she's truly about it now. It's not like how the left had Cardi B. Remember Cardi B would interview Biden and we're like, well, that's really sad and insincere, and they very much put her up to it. It seems genuine.
That was probably the most dangerous speak for the Democratic coalition. That is a young woman of color. She's
she's a woman of color. I forgot. How could I forget to mention that?
And the experience a lot of people have, feeling that maybe if you're around too many liberals, you might get criticized too much, or you might not be able to speak your mind. And she spoke to it really well. And she's way more famous than any of us up here.
The left told me to hate.
Can she get the head tattoo removed? Can we all pitch in some money for that? What does it even say? Birth stash? What does her forehead tattoo said? It said Birch hash? Yeah. I don't know why she didn't dab on a little concealer. What else are people saying? So apparently Amber Rose is too dirty for us holy impure Christians. We are conservatives and Christians did nothing for 60 years while the left took over this country. Now the country is very different and we only have ourselves to blame. This is no longer the 90s. We are not going to save this country. This is from Melissa Tate. We're not going to save this country from the hell we have allowed it to descend into by shutting out the very people we failed to disciple as we are called to do. So please, this is not a time to be Pharisees. Christ reached out to prostitutes and sinners, people who the Pharisees saw as too filthy, but it was through Christ's love and revelation of the truth that they came to repentance. Many people in the last 6 years are on a journey of awakening, and it is our job to welcome these people into the light of truth and guide them to deeper truth. Not condemning them and shutting them out because they are not as holy as we think we are. Yes, I agree with this girl. Do I follow her? I do. Remember, the Bible says all our holiness is like filthy rags to God. It is only by faith, his grace and gift of Christ that we are righteous. Woo! Well said.
For Amber Rose speaking at the RNC. So I got to address that.
I think that's her. From Brandon Tatum, having Amber Rose on the MAGA side is a net positive. Yes, it's a net positive. Why are people nitpicking? Because that's what people do. She has millions of followers across social media and a huge influence. People like Matt. Oh, okay. Is it Matt Walsh who is sort of leading the charge on criticizing her? Okay. People like Matt Walsh think if you're not a Christian, you can't vote Republican or help Republicans. It's the same thing we see all time and time again. The confusion between the Christian conservatives and the regular conservatives and the right wingers and like, why does it matter? Why do we? Because people like to split up in their camps, and people like to feel holier than thou. People who are Christian conservative like love to let everyone know how much better they are than everybody else and how righteous. Michael knows on the Amber Rose speech. I completely agree with him. Why? What does he say?
Why am I supposed to have a problem with this? Why am I, as a conservative Republican, supposed to have a problem with this? This woman didn't get up there advocating her views that are contrary to goodness and truth and the Republican Party platform. She didn't get up there peddling abortion or something like that.
No,
which,
that's
God forbid,
true.
That would be awful. I would criticize that. I'd be outraged by that. She didn't do that. What year? She apparently did some saucy photo shoots or something. Okay, she wasn't. She was dressed quite elegantly.
Yeah,
that doesn't bother me.
turtleneck, guys. No points
She
for
what?
turtleneck.
What's the problem? She said all sorts of crazy things about religion. And okay, was she talking about any of that? No. She got up there and she said, "Hey, I was told to hate Trump.
Yeah,
And I was told by the media that Trump is awful and
And to
evil
hate
and
the
racist
followers
and
of Trump.
terrible. And I believed it. And then I realized it wasn't true. And so I'm telling people who look like me, who do things that I do, who talk the way that I talk, that are not usually part of the Republican base, hey, you're being lied to by the media. Take it from me, someone that you follow." Apparently this woman has 25 million Instagram followers.
Ooh.
I don't know what she's doing that I'm not doing on Instagram. She's got more than I do. She's telling those people, hey, vote for Trump. That's it. I'm supposed to be upset by that. I'm supposed to be outraged by
She's
that.
not trying to
That's good.
be
I'm glad she's
the
doing it.
moral.
What do you think this is? What do you think we're doing right now? We're at the
Right.
Republican Party convention in a presidential year. We're nominating a presidential candidate and now a running mate, J.D. Vance, and we're going to go try to win an election in November. The convention exists to help the candidate win the election.
Mm.
That's it. If this woman, Amber Rose, in any way, she gets one extra vote for Trump,
Right. Isn't it worth it?
it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael.
If she came here and changed the party platform, if she, I don't
Is she
know,
running for
made
office?
President Trump rewrite his platform or something, well, I guess that could be bad. It's not what's happening. She's just going there and
No.
saying, hey, he's a good guy. He's not a
Yeah.
racist. The media are liars. Vote
She's
for Trump.
saying
Thanks. That's
I
great.
turned around.
A prominent person who usually wouldn't side with us is doing that. Fine by me, man. You got to put these
Yeah.
things in their proper place.
I'm 100%
This is not,
in
we're not
agreement
here
with
at
Michael
a
here.
philosophy symposium. Okay, this is not some
She's not
academic
starting her own
conference.
party.
This is not a
She's
some
not
kind of
saying,
purity ritual.
hey, like
We're at a
everyone's
political
doing
party
like
convention.
me.
We're gonna
She's
we're gonna
saying, hey,
get people
like
excited about some candidates.
she's not trying to say that she's perfect. She's not trying to pretend that she's something she's not. She's like, hey, I was on the left, and they were trying to tell me to hate Trump and everyone who likes Trump, and guess what? Everyone was doing better under Trump, which is like shouldn't even be a hot take anymore. She's like, hey, I'm like, not that she's a regular person. She's obviously famous and had like quite a life, not an average life, but. And she wasn't trying to appear to be something she's not. If she gets one more vote, isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing? Okay, back to Amber Rose. And why does everyone hate on her? Oh, that's her. That's her walking in. I bet she felt nervous. Probably like doesn't feel perhaps like she belongs. MAGA is about unity, not division. When a 50-year-old Democrat and Amber Rose saw the light, we welcomed them with open arms. Matt Walsh fails to understand that MAGA embraces individuals regardless of their past. We warmly welcome everyone who aspires to make America great again. Okay, so it sounds like this criticism is really mostly coming from Matt Walsh. Let's look at his opinion. Matt Walsh. Bang, 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 bang. Ba-da-ding, ding, 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 ding. Ooh, Heidi always has good takes. Amber Rose has brought in more new Republican voters than Matt Walsh. Who is this lady? Why am I crying over the RNC? Those who agree with Matt Walsh about Amber Rose need to watch this. What is this?
Going on?
Oh, whoops. I didn't even have this on the screen.
Mays, 6 jobs for 3 people just to survive in Biden's economy. Why am I crying over the Republican National Convention? Like, what the frick is going on? It's upsetting. It's upsetting to see this world that we're living in right now. To help immigrants hold on, let me pause this. Woo, this world that we're living in right now feels like upside down land. I've been a Democrat for nearly 50 years.
Wow.
Why am I crying over the Republican National Convention? Like, Amber Rose did a beautiful job. Oh, she
Oh.
did a beautiful job. I'm so proud of her. And then all the diversity and just, I think I'm crying because it's cognitive dissonance. It's cognitive dissonance. Like, what is going on? I've been told my whole life Republicans are just all,
Yep.
white,
crusty,
racist men and all
Yep.
of this. I don't think I've probably ever watched a Republican National Convention.
Why would you? They're boring. They're a
You
little.
don't know unless you go see.
It was a little cringe. The best part of the Republican National Convention, and I didn't even watch the whole thing, was when the teleprompter broke and the band had to stall for time, and it kept playing "I Want You to Want Me" by Cheap Trick like for 20 minutes straight, and they were like, "We're being held hostage. We have to keep playing." That was fun.
For yourself and stop listening to what people tell you. It's just so beautiful.
Wow.
Just the patriotism, the coming together. I'm telling you, if you on the outside and you think MAGA is this horrible thing, I don't know what to tell you besides you have to see for yourself.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. The coming together of America, America saying no more, no longer. We're not going to do this. We're not going to divide ourselves. We are red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm. This is so genuine.
Beautiful.
I love this woman.
Okay. I got to finish watching.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so lovely. This is so genuine. This is a real person. This is not a influencer or talking head or a pundit. This is a real ass lady who didn't throw on makeup. You know what I mean? There's no lights, there's no microphone here. This is a regular ass woman speaking her truth, saying she's moved by this. And you know what? Like, I never watched a Republican National Convention until this year either. I didn't vote for Trump the first time either. I didn't come around on Trump till 2018. So people come around, you should be happy. People come around when they come around. And there's still even people who are fully brainwashed and still currently falling for the propaganda. So we should applaud anybody who who sees the light. It's better late than never. You know, someone like it's one less vote the Democrats have to dig up, so to speak, you know, if this lady votes. And it just speaks to the impression that people have of MAGA and the right wing and Republicans, that it's I guess it's all white dudes and not inclusive, and we don't want you here, you don't fit in. It's like, no, MAGA is America. It's everybody. It's like, I think of MAGA, I think of like the 90s when when America was still like everything was crushing it, you know. This is just a regular ass, real ass lady. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here is the spicy take from Matt Walsh. The RNC gives a primetime speaking slot to a pro-abortion feminist and self-proclaimed slut with a face tattoo whose only claim to fame is having sex with rappers. Truly an embarrassment. Not a single voter will be mobilized by this person. That's false. That is false. I don't see that when I listen. I mean, I guess, yeah, I forgot that those were. I don't see that when I see her speaking. I see, and you know what? She's not there to talk about abortion. It's like what Michael Knowles said. She's not there to talk about abortion. She's not there to talk about her past. She's like, this is where I'm at now, and shouldn't that be what we care about? Where people are at now, not their past, not their history.
My entire family is racially diverse, and I believe the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump.
Which is more than a lot of people
People
are doing.
have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong.
Wow.
So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too. Thank you.
Aw. Look at genuine smiles and stuff.
Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad. Yeah. I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. When I met the president and Melania for the first time, he was kind and generous and funny as hell. Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble. Just like me. When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am. And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control. And you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump.
You know what this is good is because, like, this is like people, and I know she's a celebrity, but like the populist movement where the Republican Party is now, I guess, because of Trump, it's the people coming to the party, whereas the Democrats right now, it's like it's Hillary condescending. Remember Hillary with the hot sauce and all that bullshit? It's the elites thinking they can reach the people, whereas with Trump, it's like the people you know what I mean? Like, especially with the TikTok of that woman, it's like that everyday person. She's like, I am reaching out to the party. You don't see the average, like, I don't know. Maybe my algorithm is not steering me the right way, but do you see like the average left-wing voter speaking out like, this is why I love Joe Biden, this is why I love my party? Whereas like on the right, you see average people going, oh, here's where I left the left, here's why I'm voting for Trump. And even Amber Rose, who is a celebrity, being like, hey, I'm one of you. Like, and again, maybe these are just like, she's saying all the right things, but she's coming across very genuine to me and kind of saying all the things like you and I would say, like, opinions that all Americans have, instead of what we see so much from the left, which is like, George Clooney or Jack Black, or like these cringy, all of the cringy celebrities, which there are so many of, just being like, vote for Biden. And you're like, why? Give me one good reason. And then you're like, oh, you're not invested because you're a celebrity and you make tons of money and your life is not really changed either way. And you're kind of hired by them anyway. Yes, exactly. Trump is an elite, but he is down to earth. He's so down to earth. And you can tell that he cares about the country. Yep. The left only talks about how much they hate the right and not what they're voting for. Yes, 100%. 100%. How many people have you seen walking away from the right in the last 4 years? None. I haven't seen any. She hit on all the points of the average American in the day-to-day. Yep. And just like Trump, Amber Rose comes across like an everyday person, very down to earth. So, me likey. Okay, let's keep playing this. Whoops. Oh my God, I did that thing right. Okay, let's see. Was I here?
More free and more love for my country than I do now. I realize Donald Trump and his supporters don't care.
Was I here?
Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble.
Face.
Just like me.
He's not.
When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am.
And she's not like putting it on either. She's not like trying to seem like she's more ethnic than she really is. Like she's just talking, which I appreciate. Ethnic.
And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control. And you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump. My message to you tonight comes from a humble place. The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president. We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates. Yes. Or, as Trump would say, it's a vote to make America great again. Thank you so much.
Oh, that was sweet. I liked that. Scott Pressler says, Matt, this is completely the wrong take. Amber Rose has even offered to do a voter registration event for me in Philly, where she's from. Her speech was vulnerable and relatable to a lot of folks, especially women. We welcome and embrace the real Amber Rose. Yeah. And Scott Pressler has been doing so much. He's going to jails to register people to vote. Like he walks the walk. He's doing a lot. Cat turd. There it is. The dumbest take in X history. Matt, I'm a former Democrat. This is from this girl named Courtney. I'm a former Democrat voter. I've learned a lot the past 4 years. I do my best to advocate for understanding, empathy, and opening the conversation to those still on the left. Disenfranchising those who are attempting to learn is not the way to bring new people to our side. While Amber may not have a great track record, she's clearly on the way to making amends. Why shut her out of the conversation? Oh, because she's not religious enough or has a good past. Oh, Craigler says, for a smart guy, you're dumb sometimes. Tatum says, you should probably speak with her before making an ignorant post like this. I've spoken with her. She since denounced publicly many of her old ideas. People change. Not everyone has the same road to truth. You of all people should understand that. Whoa, I like that. Her father's role in opening her eyes in the meeting to Trump will be relatable for many. Yep. Yep. Under the sea. Quartering says the fact that this tweet exists proves she's moving the needle. She is not popular in fishing or beard oil circles. But to ignore her influence with other circles you may not be familiar with is folly. All are welcome on the Trump train. That's a great comment, Quartering. Tristan Tate says, I hear you, Matt, but she's also an American who is followed and speaks to many other Americans who wouldn't listen to a man like you or even a man like me. Yes, Tristan, very astute. Let her talk to people on behalf of what is right. We can dislike some of her values, but all Americans need to make the right choice this year. Wow, how self-aware. Not the time for useless infighting. Yup. Sarah Hagden, we love Sarah. She has a bigger platform than the entire Daily Wire and reaches an audience that you never could. Your entire audience is already voting for Trump, so you don't influence anyone to do so. She will appeal to the people needed to invert the 2020 results. Your Puritanism loses. Yeah, Sarah, good point. Me likey. Matt Walsh is right. Oh, okay. Of course, Bryson is going to say that. Bryson is Christian. And yeah, we knew he would have that opinion. And that's okay. But I don't know. It's funny for me to say, like, okay, we get you're a Christian, but be realistic. Like, no, some people that's their belief. They're unwavering in that. They're going to denounce somebody who's not like walking the walk in their mind. So, and that's fine. No, I'm not drunk, Spike. I'm just, okay, I am currently pumping, but I'm not drunk. I'm having a Topo Chico with mint, lime with mint. Your old way of thinking has kept the party of blood and power. Get out of the way, old man. From Yellow Flash. Oh, Adrienne Curry, I like her. The first time I started leaning toward good, self-righteous Christians were quick to shove me right back into the arms of evil. Thankfully, the next time I felt God, I had loving people who wanted me to find him around me. He didn't call me names and toss my past deeds in my face of why I wouldn't be welcome. I have a long road to redemption, but I am on it because no one knocked me off this time. Don't knock her off. Ooh. Come on, Matt. I'm a fan of yours. Have been since you were recording in your car, but this is just wrong. We, MAGA, are welcoming everyone into the fold. People can change. Admit you're wrong on this. And let's hug it out. Ooh, Nina. Nina says, I thought she said some thoughtful things. Trump's own VP was a never Trumper once. I think it's a smart move to show people who have changed their minds about him after doing research, and she has a massive platform. Yeah, she said something very important, which was like, I actually took the time to look into Trump, which a lot of people on the left don't do. They just believe the propaganda and they go, that's good enough for me. I won't look into it further. I mean, that's no bueno. I don't know if you guys can hear my pump. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.